Yo,
What's going on, my brother?
what's good, brethren? Everything all right?
Yes, sir. Everything good with you?
Yes, sir. Back with another Head for the Hills podcast, and got an array of topics to talk about today.
Do we? Hey.
I think one thing I really know I gotta put more of an emphasis on is like kind of like in order. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I just, when you be going through the just be screenshotting stuff that like the day before, just add everything to a list and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, true, true, true.
But guess we can start off with and I can let you start off with this because you know more about it than I do. But about the fashion designer Virgil what was it, Abloh?
Yeah, Abloh, yeah.
Yeah, passed away earlier this week after a secret battle with cancer. Still didn't say what kind of cancer it was yet, but um, I guess parallel to the Chadwick Boseman situation where kind of probably just got diagnosed with it, fighting with it for a few years, and then it gets the best of you. And it's to me, it's like wow, keeping that a secret all this time and then just going away peacefully is that's like something admirable to me in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'll let you get into like because you know more about it than I do. So go ahead.
Yeah, man. For people who didn't know, Virgil was a kind of an understudy of what I'm saying, Kanye West. Far as Kanye's fashion ventures. So he worked
Mm-hmm.
under Kanye, under some early Kanye brands. You know what I'm saying? He started developing a name for himself and also reaped the benefits from working with Kanye and got some lucrative deals working with Nike, Louis Vuitton, and a couple other brands. So he definitely left a big mark on the fashion world. Like if you ever heard of Off White, that was his baby.
Right.
Um, popular, super popular streetwear brand. You know what I'm saying? Using like the simplest things and just making it iconic. You know what I'm saying? Using the parentheses. I think that's the wrong word. I forgot the correct terminology. But that's all it was, parentheses. Like it'd be something like a shoelace on his shoes. It'd say
Mm-hmm.
shoelaces in parentheses or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it
Okay.
was just a rave. It was just a hit. And his he had like a background in construction and so like everything he did like was like deconstructed, like tore up. Like he took like various Nike shoes and Jordans and
Mm-hmm.
like deconstructing them with like rough edges on the tongue, um, old, worn down soles, looking vintage and stuff like that. So
Okay.
yeah, he was amazing. He was a visionary and a fashion icon, man. He definitely will be missed.
Yeah. Definitely was receiving the outpour of love and support. Um, it's crazy, like crazy times we living in where we just seeing like all these people at a young ages just passing away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 'cause he was like
Um,
how about like 50? I mean like 40 something.
yeah, I think 41. I think
Yeah,
so. Much more life to live, but it's just the cancer is one of those things where you just never know. You know what I mean?
yeah. It's a tough thing to beat, man.
hmm Um, yeah, I think what you now that you had said the shoelace thing, I think what you were referring to is the semicolon.
Okay, okay.
Is it the thing with the apostrophe and the dot?
Nah, it's like it look like parentheses, not parentheses or what quotations or whatever.
Okay,
Quotations. That's what I
quotation
meant.
marks.
Quotation.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, all right, yeah. Parentheses would be cool too, though.
Yeah. Definitely got it mixed up. But I think
Yeah.
even that's the wrong terminology. I forgot what they called it. but it's like in quotations and shit, like a quote or some
Okay.
shit.
Air quotes or
Yeah,
okay. Okay. Um so transitioning from one deadly thing to what seems to be a never going away deadly thing. It's a new variant of COVID out. It's called the Omicron. I think I said that right. I said that right?
yeah.
Yeah, the Omicron strand. And seems like this is mutating every few months, something new coming about. So they're expecting another wave to kind of hit and take over. What do you feel about like COVID? This is never going to go away, is it?
That's what I was kind of getting from it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like even just with like the responsibility of people just doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Not saying you got to get vaccinated, but like just still being clean, social distancing, and people just can't fight the urge to just go out places. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Long enough, I guess. Listening to them, it might not even be true. If we just sit down for a while, maybe they should have go away, or you know what I'm saying. But like with the shit just mutating and doing some other shit, you know what I'm saying. And you know, with all the other conspiracy theorists and shit, like I don't know, this might be like a chemical warfare, some shit. I don't know, man. This shit is crazy though. But I kind of thought this shit was gonna last for some years.
Yeah. Um, the touch on the chemical warfare thing. We can get into our conspiracy bag here and there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But sometimes it's like, I kind of just look at that statement. At least that let's use that specific statement, chemical warfare. And it's like, if they really wanted us dead, they could do it with ease.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't have to be like some strategic plot or something like that. You know what I mean? Like they already got like, or at least allegedly, they already got all the underground bunkers and stuff like that, and you know what I mean. So it's if they wanted that to happen, it would. I think it would just happen. You
I'm talking about
know.
like for I think they were saying like from China attacking U.S. and shit.
Oh
Not
yeah.
U.S. trying to kill our own.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that would be another thing. Um. So when do they just like cut off like traveling to China and shit like that? Like when does that happen?
I don't know. I think it's just a tricky thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to, I guess, offend or mess up any connections and shit like that. But I
It's,
heard like other people are doing it though. Like other countries are doing that shit. Like oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? I guess certain places over there in China or Japan, they was like, oh, we limited, we shutting the shit down for a minute. But I
yeah.
guess it's up to the president and whoever else, you know what I'm saying, to make that call.
Right. Yeah, because it's like we try to be respectful. We get a lot of our little stuff from over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But at the same time, y'all niggas killing niggas now, man. We gotta chill for a little bit.
yeah. If that's you know what I'm saying the case and shit, you know what I'm saying.
Right, 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 right. So I don't know. It's just I feel like with the at least how flus and codes and stuff like that, at least how it works is like once that stuff gets into your body and kind of mixes with your DNA and stuff like that, that's how like that stuff be mutating and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's like you said, it last for some years. This shit might last forever.
right. Yeah, this might just be the new norm and shit.
So yeah, hopefully, as throughout history, humans adjusted. Because remember when the Common Code first came out, that wiped out a lot of people, millions of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And so on and so forth. So hopefully, this took out a lot of people, but hopefully, eventually, people can just over time, the evolution can just adjust to this kind of thing. You know what I mean?
right.
Um. So as far as those two things go, I guess we can kind of get into the hip hop world a little bit. Um, and I was going to start with the drama stuff first, but when we was doing the pre pod discussion, I kind of wanted to just bring up Rihanna first. get the
Okay.
positive. Yeah. So I'll let you take that over once that I mentioned that, she came out and debunked the rumors of her being pregnant, which was a huge sigh of relief for me because I was like, damn, that's the nigga, ASAP Rocky though. You know what I'm
Yeah, I was
saying?
hating a little bit too. I'm like, I'm still like, that's the nigga you choose to be with. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, and I was if she would have came out and like confirmed it, I was gonna fake make a little tweet or a little Facebook post and had a little Tyrese video when he cried, "Congratulations!" yeah. So yeah, I was going to do that, but she debunked the rumors and shit. But you had mentioned, what did you mention about her and her hometown again?
So yeah, she's from Barbados, and they gave her, I guess they're one of the high acolytes, and gave her a national hero title.
Mm-hmm.
So she was like super super grateful for that. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely a good look, man.
Mm-hmm. Um, I've obviously when it comes to these type of uh when it comes to artists, especially artists like her with the super attractive, like for years she's had the stigma of being the best looking artist, out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like she's like the gold standard for measuring beauty when it comes to women and shit. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And then over the last few years, she's kind of been getting her hands dirty as far as like getting back into I don't know about getting back, but diving into the community and doing all this community work, um, charity work. And I remember, I think we talked about this. This is a long, probably sometime last year, when COVID was like first coming into the prime of it or whatever, and people on Twitter was like kind of asking her when she going to drop the album and stuff like that,
hmm
and she was like, "I'm too busy out trying to save the world, but
yeah,
y'all will get it when y'all get it." You know what I mean?
yeah,
And at first I'm thinking, she just saying that just to be saying that to sound cool and shit like that. But then, like, once you read up on like all the stuff that she be involved in, like the helping of like planting uh, uh thousands and thousands of trees across the country and shit. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
Like helping like with building the buildings, and they even had like pictures of her with actually out there. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I mean, obviously she probably not putting in no work, but you out there. It's a female, so what do you really expect? You know what I mean?
yeah.
And just teaming up. I forgot who it was with, maybe Jay Z or somebody. I forgot what they was doing. Putting money, I guess, towards the vaccine when it was in its early stages, or at least the research of it, or something like that. And yeah, it's just little stuff like that kind of wins you over, especially for me being a community person. You know what I mean?
Oh hell yeah, yeah, hell yeah. That
So
shit is amazing, man. Like you said, might not be doing like crazy workout day, like you said. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Billionaire. I think she's a billionaire now, right?
Oh yes, correct. Yep.
Billionaire, female, not being sexist and not like that. But like shit, her mere presence out there doing a little something, and financially backing it. That's good shit, man.
Hmm. So shout out to her, man. It's crazy because it's like when you take a step back and look at like some of the things going on, whether it's like sports or these artists or even like what's going on as far as like the political stuff, the Black Lives Matter movement. Like we're really living in a time where a lot of this stuff is going to be like in history books, like hundreds of years from now, people going to be looking back like, yo, like Rihanna did this and Rihanna did that. She was like at the forefront, or Jay-Z, this nigga really the GOAT. He started this and now look where, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like we really living through like a time where we get to be alive for all of this. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like now I know stuff evolves and stuff gets better, but we really like even when you watch like basketball, it's like Man, Ray Allen had the 3-point record, and Steph Curry about to break the joint. Steph Curry been in the league what, about 12 years?
Yeah, yeah,
About 11, 12 years, something like that. And man, we get the witness, and until some other niggas come along, I guess we get the witness like one of the greatest shooters ever, if not the greatest. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Definitely the greatest.
Yeah, like we alive for that. You know what I mean?
It's
So
dope.
yeah, so it's like little cool stuff I be thinking about. Um, I'm trying to think, do we have any more positive before we just dive into this? Semi positive. I'm gonna bring up the Juice World thing. HBO dropped the trailer. I'm guessing it was yesterday. Like I said, I seen it this morning, so I'm guessing it was last night or something like that. And they're doing, or I guess they've done a documentary on Juice World, the life of Juice World, who tragically passed away from an intentional, or at least I think intentional overdose. What was that, about 2019 or something?
Yeah,
Um, and name of it is Into the Abyss, and trailer looks pretty cool. I have a couple of Juice World songs in my playlist, but it's not like I was just a huge fan. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I can rock out and vibe out, and I'll definitely want to watch this documentary. What about you?
yeah. Definitely be interested in watching. Like I said, I wasn't the biggest Juice World fan. Of course, this his viral hits caught me. I like them Jones, but I never really got a chance to dive into him as a artist and as a person, whatever. But like seeing like his videos and his freestyling and just see the impact he had on today's youth. You know what I'm saying? Definitely be interesting to watch. I like watching docs.
Yeah. So now it also makes me wonder, like, who else they, or anybody who them put together documentaries for somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, yeah, I wonder, is it gonna be like a triple X XXS Tentacion type John, or? But yeah, definitely intrigued to see like what happens with that. I think it comes out in a couple of weeks, if I'm not mistaken. Um, so now I guess we can get into the knuckleheads of the of the industry. And last podcast we was talking about the whole Lil Baby and Saweetie shopping spree bonanza.
Uh-huh.
And since then, Quavo had made a post saying that it's all good, we could swap it out, and a lot of people took it around with it as if he was talking about trading girls, and it was, I guess, a screenshot of Jada, who was Lil Baby's ex or baby mother or something, liking that post, and which added fuel to the fire. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so, she recently had made a video. I seen this a couple days ago where she was saying that, she likes to just, for the entertainment purposes, she likes to just comment and like stuff like that, or she does it out of just entertainment purposes, but she does not give out revenge pussy. So there's nothing to be had there. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
How do you feel about this situation?
Like I said, same thing. My tone hasn't changed. Shit is corny. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like she said, like she just like to entertain it. Like that shit is not entertainment, and you know what I'm saying? Like with certain artists and certain people, man, that shit could go left, man. Like
All right.
can't
All
be
right.
playing with shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And well,
Mm-hmm.
at least we have her saying that shit. So hopefully it might can diffuse it a little bit. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes certain motherfuckers who won't go, I don't give a fuck about that shit.
All
So,
right.
but yeah, I don't like that shit. That shit is like super corny.
Definitely super corny, and hopefully this was just the last little puff of smoke from this situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but them be like the type of bitches who like, oh, I can't deal with a motherfucker who be on the video game, but they'll do shit like that. That's their entertainment and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah, stirring up shit.
saying? Yeah, like
Like you got a chance to debunk a toxic situation, but you add more acid to it.
All right.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And the thing is like, and we had this conversation before a few times. It's like, why do the baddest bitches be so corny? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, y'all chicks already be bad. Like, just be laid back and cool. And it's like, what's so hard about that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I guess it's like, oh no, niggas can't have everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers might have the looks and all that shit, but personality and all that shit be ass. A nigga might
super,
have, you know what I'm
super ass, yo. um, so I guess from one baby to another, it's an easy segue. The baby who had got in trouble earlier this year for making, let's just say, what's the best way to describe these remarks? Well, just making vulgar remarks towards a certain community. You know what I'm saying?
saying? Yeah,
And getting in trouble for. I really gotta watch how I say it because when I be trying to upload these jumps to YouTube, they just like be, on a nigga and shit. So making vulgar remarks towards the community, and after meeting with certain organizations, I guess there was an arrangement to make a donation to three organizations, which reports came out, I think, on Monday of this week saying that he hasn't made not 1 cent of a donation to none of these organizations. Um, what's your thoughts on the baby?
just an asshole, man. Like, just not looking good, man. Just like, just look like a fuck up. Everywhere you turn around, he's fucking up something. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, like you gonna use them like we already knew you was using them to get back in good graces. At least hold up your end of the bargain. You know what I'm saying? They put their necks on the line for you to try to make you look better. Pay the people. Donate. We do what you're supposed to do.
All right,
Be a man of your
just
word, man.
yeah, just something. Um, I, man, you just, I guess, like you said with the bad chicks, and you got all those resources, and I guess maybe just over time, common sense just goes out the window or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, but you would think like that's a no brainer.
Right.
You know what I mean? But then I guess when you see like how he handles that other situation that we talked about in the last pod or the pod before, where it's like he was dealing with his, who was it, Danny Lay?
Yeah, baby mother.
Yeah. Even though he handled it in a decent way, as other things he could have did that you would think like he would have did, and then like you said, the whole going live thing. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe,
that's the only thing I didn't really care too much about it.
yeah.
It's like the going live. Like that's definitely what he did wrong.
All right,
But like everything else is like it's subjective to how you feel or whatever.
all
You know what
right.
I'm saying? Like I don't know the inner workings of their relationship. I don't know what she did to him to make him like kind of disrespect her like that. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like I know like a lot of people feel you well in no circumstance you disrespect women, blah. Like so I don't know what the fuck she did to him. You know what I'm saying? Or said to
Right.
him or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like definitely just I mean just going live is just kind of like just dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like keep your life separate and private, man. Like, you don't have to record that and post it on live.
All right. Yeah. So that's definitely got crazy. Hopefully, you know, last few weeks of the year, maybe he decides to make a little Christmas donation. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little holiday donation or something. But
Yeah.
at this point, I doubt it. What you think?
I mean, he might do something, but like he's going, I guess, obviously do it at marching to his own drum. He going to donate or do whatever he want to do to his shit. You know what I'm saying? He just used them motherfuckers
All
to,
right,
you know what I'm saying, getting these people off his back or whatever.
all
But
right. Make it before the next tour starts. Maybe he'll make a donation. That's what I feel
yeah,
like. You know.
yeah, I feel like the niggas do charitable shit. like might take care of the hood or whatever and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right,
But you know what I'm saying. I will hope he rectified at least with the company, even though I didn't like the move doing it. But hey, that's the agreement you signed up for. You know what I'm saying? So I will hope
right.
he take care of them organizations.
Facts. Um. So now that we got through pretty much all of the, oh no, we still have the last one before everything else is just sports, at least on my end, and not your topics, but mine. Um, the gender war debate that's been raging on. There's a picture of a kid, a little boy, fake cooking on a kitchen set, and surprisingly, at least to me, this set the world ablaze as to a lot of people thinking boys shouldn't have kitchen sets. I mean, never mind Lord forbid a guy learning how to cook at a young age or something like that. But people think that would lead to the guy having feminine qualities and even being gay, which is completely barbaric, a barbaric mindset to me. But this is I couldn't believe the debates I was saying. How do you feel about this, bro?
It caught me off guard. You know what I'm saying? Like you amazed at what, like you said, what was set the social media world ablaze. And like, hear me out before. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I see where people come from. Just hearing the topic off a whim without thinking about it.
Okay.
But then when you actually think about it, like niggas are cooks and shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's just a foreign thing because like, as far as my knowledge, niggas back in the day didn't want or have kitchen sets. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, right.
But it's nothing wrong with it. Like when you actually thinking about, oh, ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I don't think that's something that will make a kid feminine or you know what I'm saying, or some shit like that. But it's out of the ordinary, and I think that's what's probably fucking people up the most about it. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, or
Oh,
some people are
okay.
just super homophobic and shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's mixed in there.
Yeah.
Like now, if the kitchen set was like pink or purple or something, and had a unicorn on it or some shit like that, then I'm like, you know what? I might not want my son to be on. You know what I'm saying?
Quick question.
Okay.
Like, and those gonna be tough because like it's probably something we just don't pay attention to.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the gender neutral colored kitchen set?
Oh well, I mean, in that picture, the kitchen set the zone was black or dark gray.
Okay.
So I mean, the kitchen set looked like if it was, you know how you seen the meme, it's been floating around for like the last few years when somebody was like in a Home Depot or something and they was in like the model kitchen but was acting like it was they don't.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like you can kind of tell. Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I felt like that joint just looked like a regular toy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
was just wondering because I was like, now that I thought about it, like, I don't think I ever seen one, but I think I did maybe see that picture. But if I said other than that, like I said, probably just you know saying outside of mine not paying attention to that shit. I'm about to say I don't know if I ever seen a fucking a gender neutral colors. Them just always like pink, purple, yellow, or some shit like that.
Yeah, that joint was definitely like either like dark blue or dark gray or like black or some shit like that
Okay.
or whatever. And I mean, unless the joint I seen niggas just had a filter over it or something. You know what I'm saying? You never know. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, like you said, it's just probably foreign to people because I can give you a scenario right now from a moral standpoint. It might be a little out of control, but I'm just going off of like what actually could be happening in the household. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So now I don't know like who I don't know who the kid's living with. I don't know whether it's the dad or it's the mom, such and such, such and such. But you know, nowadays in society, we kind of in like a hookup era. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And part of the process of hooking up is like whoever's hosting more than likely is going to cook. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if your kid is seeing you like, or even if it ain't a hookup thing, if the kid is seeing you like cook on the regular, especially if he live with his dad. Dad got like a female coming over. He see like every time a lady about to come over, his dad cooking. He taking on to it. I want to be like my dad. You know what I'm saying? I want to cook too or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean that could be a. I mean, it's plenty of avenues you can like go over. I guess you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I just don't feel like this should have been like a huge.
Yeah, it definitely shouldn't have been a huge. Like I said, that's why I was like super surprised about it and shit.
Yeah. Um. And now we can dive into the world of sports. Um. I was gonna start off with the WWE thing, but I want to talk about the Brittany Renner thing so bad.
Get
Um,
it?
Deion Sanders has made waves. Coach Prime, you know my bad Deion. You know he don't like it when he call him coach and all that. You know what I'm saying? Coach Prime has brought in Brittany Renner to speak to his team. Did you see this video?
I didn't. I didn't even hear about it until you said something about it.
So they're like in the they're like in the auditorium, little fake little movie theater looking type joint or whatever. And she kind of just walks in, and she looks nice. She got her pink little fit on or whatever, and she sit down like in front of like everybody, and she saw her. She's sitting next to Dion or whatever, and you could hear like niggas on the team making their little jokes, and you know what I'm saying. And so, he basically brought her in to talk to these athletes, which is an interesting tactic. I also say by Dion too. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly the word I was gonna use too.
Like actually bringing in somebody that's admittedly done it. You know what I mean? And
That's the one I want to hit on too.
yeah, and just speaking to athletes about being more careful about the women that they're dealing with and realizing that a lot of women out here just looking for a come up, and you would be an easy come up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like basically, and the last one of the last lines of her little soliloquy or whatever was just, think with your mind and not with your dick. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And how you feel about this?
Man, like it's like crazy. Like so many thoughts are running through my mind, and I haven't even had a chance to see this. And what I say to you, I will go seek this video out later on today or what have you.
hmm
I was just wondering, okay, like first thought, I'm like you said, this is an interesting tactic. I like what Dion is doing. You know what I'm saying? Like teaching these kids good information to prepare them for life. Um Unconventionally. You know what I'm saying? Like certain shit that they might not get or whatever. And I just thought it was interesting that he used her. And I was thinking
Right,
maybe should have got a guy. But like then I'm like maybe she can say some shit. Maybe guys they probably hear from other guys all the time and shit. You know what I'm saying?
right,
But
right,
then it's like I hate that her asses keep getting fucking rewarded for this bullshit behavior too. That's another thought
right,
that went through my fucking head. And like, and then it's like you said, she's openly admitted this, but sometimes she act like she hasn't
right, right,
used the
right,
motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like she really loves PJ. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's so many shit thoughts and running through my fucking head and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's just interesting. Like I said, I definitely want to see it. I don't want to shit on it before I actually watch the whole video and shit. But this is very interesting.
right, right. And it's like, see, I think our mindsets towards her is slightly different. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like with me, when she does the thing where she like, cause she like you said, and you're absolutely right. Like the way she talks, sometimes you would think that she didn't admit that she's like using this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But what I see is like a tactic to keep that nigga confused, so he won't really put up like a solid fight for what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if he and I mean banking on also that it's still banking on the fact that he might have feelings for her. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
so if that's the case, then yeah, it's probably maybe a tactic to keep him confused or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, I definitely understand that. You definitely don't want to outright come out and tell the motherfucker you using them and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she be trying to play the victim and shit. Like once the shit is like all over, like oh I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? She be trying to act like she's a good girl, but then you know what I'm saying? She like it's basically like it seems like she's playing both sides of the fence.
Right. Right.
That's what like
Right.
kind of like
Yeah. Agreed. And that's just corny because it's like some you know what you did. And you what was remember the little video where she's talking about doing it again and all that?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but like she said that she had the whole thing about oh I'm on the campus, hide your sons. But then like on
Right.
that whole media run she went to, she was trying to debunk oh why do people think I'm a hoe and this that and the third. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying is like you know what I'm saying playing both sides and shit. Like that's like I
Mm-hmm.
don't have a problem with people being themselves, good, bad, or indifferent, but just be clear. You know what I'm saying? Stand on who you are. You know what I'm saying? And don't flip flop or waver.
Right. Right. Completely agree, young. Completely agree. Yeah, she's interesting. That's gonna be our word for her. She's
Yeah.
interesting. um, yeah. As far as that goes, and man, I've caught in a couple of Hornets games too. He's all right, man. He's gonna be might be he got a chance, man.
Oh, and like this good segue into like the part I had I added to the pre podcast notes or whatever. Like
Mm-hmm.
now she's claiming that she's broke or not broke, but she's not doing well financially. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because their different struggles are different from us. You know what I'm saying? Like she's getting good child support and shit, but I think this is like part of her manipulation and shit is to put off that she's not doing so well. Like you just mentioned, PJ is doing good. So
Mm-hmm.
whenever he gets another deal, because he's still very, very young, he's going to get another
Mm-hmm.
deal. And you don't know how the contracts go. That money will go up and up and up. So she's going to want more money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So she's trying to like play that she's not doing good. She's talking about she lived with moms and her sister. She doesn't have a vehicle, this, that, and the third. So it's like I ain't mad at her, but like the shit is like nasty, man.
Yeah, but she also has to be careful too, though, because that's the tactic that D Wade's baby mother used, and you saw what happened in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
He ended up snatching full custody. Like that's the like PJ. I mean, obviously, I'm saying like he listening or some shit like that, but it, I don't know who he's gotten in contact with, but that would be like the first person I probably would have called or got in touch with
That
Dwayne
that
Wade.
that's a good call. That's a good call, brother.
Yeah, like bro, I seen you do it firsthand. Because remember, Dwayne Wade had went through like a lot of that drama when he's like, oh, his baby mother living on the streets and all that. Is he
Mm-hmm.
obligated to take care of her?
Yeah, and not saying it's his responsibility, but like you know how all the old people always like to talk shit about people, the young people, whatever.
Right,
That'd have been nice if not saying he didn't do it, or you know what I'm saying. I don't know their relationship, but that'd be nice if D Wade would have reached out to him, and you know what I'm saying.
right, right.
That'd have been cool.
Yeah. Like, nah, bro, we gonna let her play that little victim, that broke shit. We gonna get you that custody, that full custody, and then you know she gonna have to earn her keep. And then not only that, once she start earning her keep, you gonna tax her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, she gotta be careful when you dealing with like celebrities and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good call out, man.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. This little, when we be having these discussions, I be trying to think of like everything from like experience or like what I seen happen, because
Mm-hmm.
that was like a long ass drawn out that Dwayne Wade don't. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
forgot all about it. You just sparked my memory on that shit. I do remember that shit.
Hmm. So yeah, that definitely fight the fight, my good brother. And like I said, I done seen a couple of games, and yeah, he all right, man. So from that we can go to yeah, I guess we can go to this Antonio Brown situation, man.
Oh man.
Yeah. So Antonio Brown has been suspended for 3 games. It's like slight little caveat though. Because rumor is he was slated to miss another 3 games anyway with a high ankle sprain that he has. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess he's not getting paid for it. So I guess it still is a punishment technically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, okay, it ain't one of those then. Never mind. But allegedly, faking getting the vaccine. Allegedly, what the story is, headed into training camp, he didn't want to get the vaccine, didn't want to be the only person on the team without it. So, set up with the help of his personal chef. I don't know why he went to him for some reason. Um, got a way to maneuver around the system. Bought a fake vax card, reported it to the team. Everything checked out, looks official, and uh, allegedly by him telling, I don't know if it was his close friends or somebody in his family, and them talking to him saying that if he got caught, it would be like what was it, about 7 years in jail or something like that. Something about a federal crime and all of that type of stuff. Got nicked and actually went to go get the real deal. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So he is fully vaxxed, but this was from the training camp time period where he kind of lied or whatever. So allegedly he owes his personal chef $3,000. Um, for me, I don't know if that's enough to snitch on a nigga and shit like that to make him lose millions. I get it. He owe you money. I mean, just sue him or something. You know what I'm saying?
But it's gonna come out anyway though. If you sue him,
Think so?
I think so. Like if you're in like court, you gotta explain what are you suing him for and the whole circumstance and shit. As far
I
as I
mean, well,
know,
if he owe you money, I wouldn't. You don't have to. You still don't have to break. Oh yeah, the nigga, the fake getting the vaccine and shit. Like I don't feel like that. Unless that somehow, unless he was like,
because you
yo,
gotta explain why you owe you money. Like, and that's the thing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you
but
gotta
that's.
like.
I mean, that's him probably cooking for him. He a chef.
Oh, I thought he owed him money because he did the thing for the vaccination shit.
Oh, and I mean, if that's the situation,
That's what I could be wrong, but I thought that was that's why he was.
if
I guess
that's
that deal he didn't pay for that service or some shit. I could be wrong.
yeah, if that's but if that's the situation, then that means the chef will get in trouble too and shit.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you would snitch on yourself because you going to jail too if that's the case. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you might get more time because now they're gonna pause. They're gonna probe you and shit. You know what I'm saying?
True.
I,
But he's still gonna get in trouble too if he was the one who orchestrated shit. Either
oh,
way, you know what I'm saying?
they both gonna get in trouble. Yeah,
Yeah.
and hopefully, I doubt it, but hopefully that's just the only nigga you help get a fake vax card. But if you got a
Right.
list of niggas in the league and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. So either way, yeah, he probably definitely should have just took the L on the $3,000 versus was probably about to happen to him now and shit.
right, right. Niggas be blackballing you and shit like that. Like, is that shit even like in your honest opinion, bro? Like, now if it's something like I'm trying to even think of a price, but it's 3,000. Is that worth getting like blackballed over? Because
Fuck
now,
no.
right, right. Like,
Everybody
bro,
say it's not even worth me like risking my freedom. You know what I'm saying? And then when you
right,
add in your blackball and shit, now you risking your freedom and your livelihood. You know what I'm saying?
right. Like, yeah, maybe we look at it from like a wrong perspective or something. But how I'm thinking, and I'm pretty sure you think this too. Hey, bro, you cooking for NFL niggas, bro? You could
Yeah,
easily go cook
that
for
ain't the wrong.
somebody else.
We ain't looking at it wrong.
I'm just making. Like
I see what
sometimes
you're
I be
saying, but like, nah, ain't no way wrong looking at that shit, bro. Like you said, you about to fuck up. You fucking up the bag.
all right. I'm thinking like, but it be because a lot of the time we had these conversations, the stuff be so obvious. I'd be like, man, maybe it's just can't be that easy. Maybe it's I'm wrong because it can't be that easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we just objective people. We can try to see shit from different standpoints, but nah, that shit ain't wrong. It's like, cause like you said, that shit just dumb as shit. And that's like, I'm not even rich or nothing like that or dealing with that type of money, but $3,000 ain't shit. As far as like that risk, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
the
right.
fuck?
Like your shit being over with. like,
Yeah, you know what
like,
I'm saying? You about to go to jail, do some time, or shit. The fine you might have to pay gonna be more than that $3,000.
oh yeah, super facts.
Like it's just
Yeah,
not smart, bro. Like that shit is like dumb as shit. But like what probably happened was just the dick swinging contest. Pride ego got into it, and like fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Just like
right,
want to try
right,
and ruin a nigga life or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck up a good thing for AB and shit.
right, right.
But then on the other hand, but same thing with the baby. Like, bro, that little bit of ass money, like, take care of that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got millions. Like, I'm
Yeah, that's
assuming.
true. That's true
Like,
too.
granted, if you ain't take care, if you ain't fuck up your money like super super bad, bro, $3,000. Like, why are you?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's true.
saying?
That's true too.
Come on, bro.
Uh, uh, a tip. Matter of fact,
Like,
go ahead.
Ocho be leaving that shit in tips. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
go
Like,
ahead.
you
Take.
turn up his
I owe
probably
you three. Go ahead.
weekly,
Take
monthly
5.
outing and shit.
Uh huh.
Like, you, come on, bro.
Gotta take care of your niggas and shit. Like, yeah, definitely. I didn't even think about it till you just said it, but definitely
Even
agree.
if it ain't this nigga though, just you know what I'm saying. Certain shit is just like worth like man, like how like going to court and you don't want to go to court, you settle because like going to court is just worth more than you know what I'm saying. Dealing with the issues, you stopping what you gotta do to go to court. You know what I'm saying. You lose money, you're not be able to conduct your daily business going to court. Like just pay that $3,000 and keep the shit moving.
Mm-hmm. In fact, yeah, take 5.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you said, I was just thinking that too. Like, I was like, I paid the nigga the 3 and then give me another chef. But like how you said, fuck it, get a nigga like 4, 5,000 and then get another chef. You know what I'm saying? To make him happy, but like, all right, look, bro, whatever went around, like, we can't conduct business no more. But I'm gonna
Right.
give you this money and a little bit extra. You know what I'm saying? You going about your way. You know what I'm saying? So the nigga don't fuck with you and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you got
Right.
way more to lose than he do.
Right. 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 I don't. And then I guess it all boils down to stop trying to finesse.
Right, right. And
Um,
you had any more on that topic?
nah, go ahead.
So this brings into the whole discussion too. So I want to ask your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about AB's situation versus Aaron Rodgers' situation? Do you think Aaron Rodgers should be suspended as much as AB, or do you both wrong, or do you think it's just like both wrong, or do you see like a
Um,
difference in the two situations? For
I
lack of better words.
I definitely see a difference because at least within the Packers organization, them niggas secretly knew A Rod wasn't vaccinated.
Okay.
They just they tried to manipulate the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then
I'm
he
both
just
I'm
kind
both
of
both with you for the record.
right, and he just broke like the I'm about to say the slight protocol. I mean, yeah, it's like he
Yeah,
just broke the slight protocols. Like you not playing in the game. You on the sideline. You supposed to have a mask on.
right.
He broke like the little nuances of like what you were supposed to do if you wasn't vaccinated.
Right.
Versus like AB just faking. And then we still don't know like how long he faked it because, like they said, the report saying he once he got nicked, he actually went to go get vaccinated. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, I kind of see a difference in the situation. So I don't think A Rod should have been.
So we're right on point. We 100% agree with you. I asked you because
Mm-hmm.
like I know, because it's a growing thing. Like I was talking to Earn, you know what I'm saying? He
Mm-hmm.
don't see no difference really between the two. I don't think. And I
Okay.
know like talking to you, like we had like a discussions or whatever, and sometimes not I don't want to misquote you. Sometimes you see like wrong is wrong. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
how
yeah.
sometimes you be with certain topics or whatever. Like so like for
Right,
instance like that Lizzo shit. You know what I'm saying? Like wrong is wrong. You know what I'm saying? But
right,
yeah, like you said, bro, like I'm like, bro, like the public didn't know Aaron Rodgers' status and shit.
right,
You know what I'm saying? But the team and the NFL knew because the nigga didn't turn in no fucking vaccination card. And he was
right,
fighting to get an exemption. So the league knew the nigga wasn't fucking vaccinated. Aaron
right.
Rodgers is wrong because he should have followed protocol, but the NFL and the team is equally as wrong
Yeah, them
because
niggas
they
were
knew the
wrong.
nigga
Yeah,
wasn't vaccinated. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Versus AB fucking lying, super lying and shit. Even though Aaron Rodgers, you could say Aaron Rodgers lied. Even though I think he kind of missed
He lied to the
talking. He tried
public.
to, yeah, he tried to be he tried to play semantics.
Right.
He answered the question, yes, I'm immunized. And, you know what I'm saying? So he tried to play semantics and shit to try to like duck and dodge and shit, but that's still lying. But
Well, I mean,
AB broke the fucking law.
technically, he was immunized. Technically, just not
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
vaccine.
Well, yeah. It's
Yeah.
immunized, but it's not. Yeah, it's not the vaccination. Like that's what
Right.
nigga. That's what we want to know. They was just
Right.
trying to play semantics and dance around this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
But like AB, like he, like you say, Aaron Rodgers broke protocols and shit like policies. AB
Mm-hmm.
fucking broke the law. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Broke the
That's a
fucking
difference
law.
and shit. You know what I'm saying? And like Aaron was saying, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? The celebrities, the stars, they, you know what I'm saying, they get the advantage and shit. But like AB is about to reap some benefits because you know what I'm saying? Nigga could face jail time for this shit. I bet AB won't do no jail time and shit. Like this nigga, I mean, you know what I'm saying,
Oh
about to lose the
yeah.
whole season and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
3 games. That 3 games
And he was
lets
about to
you.
be injured anyway. He was
Yeah.
injured anyway.
3 games lets you know like what was about to happen.
Yeah.
Um. Like I was watching Undisputed for a few minutes this morning, and I forgot which one. I don't know if it was Skip or Shannon. I think it was Shannon. Shannon was saying that you should have got suspended for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I seen that too, yeah.
And I was like, I mean that for something that's punishable up to a jail time of 7 years. That I guess that makes sense, but we still got to take into consideration he is vaccinated though.
Yeah.
Like now, if he made it all the way up until this point, like Ryan, and he not vaccinated, then that would have been like, yo, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I wouldn't have
But
been mad at it. I'm not calling for it, but I wouldn't have been mad at it. Like,
right,
okay, your dumb ass shouldn't have did it. But then like it's like me, I don't know, like, you know, when there's corruption there, I'm like you said, he only got the vaccine because he nicked and shit, but like you can't that don't excuse that you just committed a crime and shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you broke.
Like I
I mean,
can't just go take $1 million from the bank and then when I think I got tipped off that they looking for me, I go put it back. I'm still going down. You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah. So at least in this situation, I think that did has him actually being vaccinated for real did play into like probably that's why he just got 3 games.
saying? Okay.
And we didn't talk about this pre-pod. This is at the bottom of my list too that I wanted to talk about. Because now that we talk about this, I feel like we have to speak on the LeBron James situation.
Oh, that's the one thing I wanted to add too. Yeah, good topic.
Um, now LeBron, and it's crazy like this situation happened the way it did because now he looked like he right and shit. LeBron has been saying that there's something the league is against him and stuff like that, right? Um, after he says that after he got into that altercation with Isaiah Stewart, things have just been off as far as like him and the league goes.
Mm-hmm.
and he feels like the league has been nitpicking at him ever since that situation. So the latest round of debacle is he was placed in health and safety protocols after turning in a positive COVID-19 test. He was initially asked to step away for 10 days. Um, and he said, yo, it's something. He tweeted out it was something real fishy about these tests. I'm gonna see what's up. And 24 hours later, I didn't even know you could turn in multiple negative tests in the same day. I thought you had to do it like consecutive days or something like that. After multiple negative tests, he was clear of the health and safety protocol, and he's allowed to play tonight against the Clippers. I think that's who they play against. So, is the league against LeBron? Is LeBron like? Is he gaining his superpowers back of being super invincible and beating COVID in 24 hours? Like, there was plenty of jokes on Twitter about that. What's your take on this, man?
Man, oh shit! Like man, I don't know. It's like I don't know if the league is against him. Like I said, it could be a battle that we aren't privy to or know. You know what I'm saying? It sounds outrageous. Like
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't seem like LeBron has come up on like a bunch of hardships and like unfair ruling and judgment as far as the NBA. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Go.
Okay.
So it's hard to say like, oh yeah, they definitely against him. They got something like I can say there's a Rasheed Wallace fan, like man, niggas had it out against Rasheed. I can say that in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
the early ejections, the text how we talked about last night, like that, I ain't know niggas can get text that quick. I seen that shit a
Right.
lot, you know what I'm saying, being a Rasheed Wallace fan and shit like that. Like Rasheed wouldn't even say something to somebody. Like he'll look at the ref out of there, you know what I'm saying, after getting a text or some shit. So
Mm-hmm.
like LeBron never had no shit like that. But like I said, it could be higher than, you know what I'm saying, our knowledge. So I don't know. And that I just thought that was kind of crazy. That's what I kind of want to talk about too. Like him even tweeting that shit. You know what I'm saying? I think he took it down or some shit like that.
Yeah. Well, it's too late.
Yeah.
We,
So
we, we got
yeah,
it. We got
man.
it, Brown. We got it.
Yeah. So that was like definitely an interesting topic, man. Like, whew.
is the league conspiring against King James? Are they trying to take the crown back? Is that what it is?
Man, they better be careful. Like, I don't know who gonna hold that motherfucker once he retire. I will say that, like, I ain't the biggest LeBron fan. Like, I fuck with him and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially off the court and all that. He's a good player and shit. But he's
Mm-hmm.
not one of the guys that I like super cheer for. You know what I'm saying? But like, man, when he leaves and shit, and, like all the other guys that we think who can carry it right now,
Mm-hmm.
they up there in age too. You know what I'm saying? So they probably ain't gonna be too far behind them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
And hopefully these young guys coming up now are ready to, you know what I'm saying, take the jump. I don't know if they can like single handedly carry it like LeBron, but they probably gonna have to do it by committee and shit.
And it's funny you say that because when you said like you don't know which one could single handedly do it, it's like a portrait just popped into my head of all of them together, and
Yeah.
I think that's what the league is going to try to do. You know how we talked about with wrestling, how WWE said they don't want to have that megastar no more. They're going to try to do it by committee.
Okay.
I feel like that's the route that the NBA is going to take. I feel like they're going to like try to hone in on making as many stars as possible. Even niggas that ain't really stars, they're gonna try to portray them as stars. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Maybe Giannis. He's still young. But like you said, they still like more so by committee and shit. If it was one
Yeah.
person single handedly, that'd probably be my vote. But yeah. Like if
Right.
it's gonna be the Jason Tatum's, the Giannis, the Treys, the Lucas, the John
Right.
Morants, and
Right. And it's funny you bring up Giannis. I don't know if you saw this tweet that he did yesterday. Giannis for me. He's quickly rising on my list of like funniest guys ever, bro. So this guy recently turned 26, right?
mm-hmm.
26. He recently turned 26. Makes out a tweet yesterday saying, I'm getting old So I can't keep dunking and trying to put people on posters. That's why y'all been seeing a lot of layups lately. Is he already dialing back his athleticism at 26?
That's crazy, man. He might be on to something, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially keep trying to push it to the limit and blow out your knees and all that, ACLs and shit. Hey,
Yeah.
man, that's the type of shit you're supposed to be on and shit. Learning from your
Mm-hmm.
past. I mean, learning from the past and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Laughing like shit.
Ain't gonna do nothing but make him a better player anyway and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like working on like layups. Even though
Mm-hmm.
finishing at the rim is never a problem for him, but like him also, you know what I'm saying, shooting more jumpers and shit like that, being more efficient with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's definitely a good fucking look.
Right. Right. And they are low key streaking. I think they won 8 in a row. So they rise. I think they're in second place in the East, right behind Brooklyn now. Um, guess anybody in the East is not going to get a lot of credit at the moment. KD's been like white hot all season, but because what we got going on out on the West Coast with Phoenix and Golden State, and they're two unbelievable starts, it's like overshadowing everything. Um,
Yeah.
Speaking of Phoenix and Golden State, ESPN has flexed off
The Lake Show.
the Lake Show versus the Clippers and flexed on round 2 between Golden State and Phoenix tonight.
Come on, Golden State, man. I was mad he lost that first one, but
Yeah, Steph Curry was super duper off, but I want to make a special shout out, right? And I know we didn't talk about this, but since we're on the topic, we always talk about how Golden State got like a lot of good role players. We talk about how Wiggins hasn't stepped his game up.
mm-hmm.
Jordan Poole, we give Curry, Draymond, Clay, and them coming back. Otto Porter Jr., man. Um, I've seen a couple of Golden State games. One game he had 25 and 10. Even the other night against Phoenix when they lost, he had like 18 or 20 and 13 or something like that. Um, super solid again, man. So anybody knows he used to play with the Wizards. That's what we call one of them, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dealing with these damn fans and shit.
Yeah, man. Had left the Wizards to go to Chicago, where he had a more than forgetful stay, but seems to be rebuilding himself nicely out in Golden State. And it's crazy once you get a part of a good culture, what it can do for you, right?
Right, yeah, man. Playing alongside people like Steph, man, they made the game that much easier for you. That's why, like, early on, I knew they probably was too early. Moment might be too big for them. But the young cats, they was like missing like a lot of shots and shit. But they got
Right.
better and better and better. But I was like, man, the attention that man brings, man. Like, I know people be mad that he don't go off, go off. I'm like, bro, he's gonna like double, triple team. Like, niggas got their eyes on this nigga at all moments, young. So like,
Mm-hmm.
you getting like the easiest looks as far as shooting and cutting to the basket just by that guy being on the floor. But definitely shout
Mm-hmm.
out to him though, man.
Gotta shout out. Gotta shout out. And it's crazy to think that I think next week we get the debut of Klay Thompson with the Santa Monica Warriors, the G League team, and Wiseman too. Can't leave Wiseman out.
Yeah, it was like crazy. I was like, I watched the video and I was wanting to segue and bring that in, but I didn't know how to. Man, I
Mm-hmm.
seen some videos of Clay looking good, man. He's upping up his usage,
Uh-huh.
trying to, knock the fatigue off and man, showing to hit a
Mm-hmm.
game winner in practice and all that. So it's
Right.
good, man.
And he's angry. Angry. He says
Yeah, yeah,
he feels slighted about not making that top 75.
yeah.
Yeah, you see
Definitely.
that.
He probably was already motivated to come back off injury and shit. Super
Yeah.
duper competitor, you know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
now your guys just put a boat on his shoulder.
Yeah. You seen him in a little practice video wearing the 77?
Yeah.
This shit, that's
Okay, so see that's why you're fucking amazing, bro. I was like, I seen it, but I didn't know what it was for. But then you got to think, like people wear wild numbers in practice and shit anyway and shit. So I
Right.
didn't think nothing of it. But now you add some context for it, man. You're fucking
Yeah.
amazing,
So,
bro.
appreciate the flowers. So when the final list had came out and it was the top 75. Remember, it was two players that had tied, so technically it was a top 76. Draymond Green had got a 77 jersey made and put it up in his lower locker because they knew he was mad about not making it, and that's just the camaraderie that they got. You know what I'm saying? So when he showed up to practice, he saw the 77